All right.
So, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight.
And the topic for tonight is going beyond limitations and creating your life beyond limitations. And what else is possible to go beyond the limitations? Because the first part of it is really that as long as we function from the limitations in our life, we can't go beyond. We can't really create beyond that limitation. So are you willing to go beyond? And of course, as long as you see this reality as the source of your life, or this reality's rules as the source of your creation, it doesn't really allow you to go beyond. So what would it take to go beyond? And what is the life that you desire to create? And everything that brings up, will you destroy and uncreate? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pokol, 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. And so what does it mean that this reality is a limitation? Like, if you would like to create more money in your life, then some people have a point of view. They have to create it from what they have created so far. So for example, you have a profession. So if you want to have more money, you have to create more money from that profession, because that's the source of your creation. But actually the source of your creation is you. As long as your profession is the source of your creation, this reality's points of view about that profession will be the limitation for you. And also, for example, there are so many things that you can see as a limitation. Like you can say that because I'm a woman, or I'm a standalone mother, because of that, I will not get that much money. People will not pay me that much. I cannot have a well-paid job in that case, or women are not paid as well as men. And then you buy into the laws and rules of this limitation, the points of view of other people. And when you align and agree to their points of view, you will fall into that trap, and that will create the limitation. Like, there are so many limitations around us, but it doesn't mean you have to buy into these limitations. It doesn't mean you have to align and agree to other people's points of view. You can even say that, oh, this is real because it happens to everyone around me, and these people, like these companies or these agencies, will reject your application or will reject your request about your salary or about a salary increase. If you see them as the source of your life, as the only source for your creation, then of course you have to buy into their points of view, and you have to align and agree the reality that they keep creating. But if you would like to go beyond this reality, then you have to realize that you are the source of your creation and no one else. There is no such thing. There is no such person who is the source of your creation. So are you willing to go beyond and finally acknowledge that you are the source of your creation, you as an infinite being? And when we say you, it doesn't mean that your profession that you learned in the past or the money that you earned so far, but it's really what can you create today? If your past didn't matter, because obviously we make our past significant very often, so we try to create our life and our future from and based on our past. But what if it doesn't really matter anymore? The past situations that you had, that you suffered from, the things that happened to you in the past, what if it doesn't matter anymore any longer? So what is the life that you can create if you create it from the space of you, from the infinite being that you truly be? So what else is really possible? What else is possible in the space of your body? What else can you create with your cells, with your muscles, with your organs, with the whole body? what really can you create? What is the reality that you would like to create, that you are aware of, that's possible? And even that's possible, it doesn't mean it will be created unless you choose that. So one thing is knowing that it's possible, but it's a totally different thing to start to create it, to start it into, like, bring it into this reality. So anywhere where you are not willing to do that, where you don't want to pull it into this reality, where you don't want to expand this reality, where you don't want to really just choose something greater, so all the places you sabotage yourself and you bought into it's not possible and it's not available for you, will you now destroy and uncreate and return back to the sender? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And it can be about your body, it can be about your relationship, whether you have a relationship or you don't have a relationship. What if there is always beyond what you already have? So instead of saying that this is the maximum I can have, or this is the best I can have because of this and this point of view, or because of the following reasons, this is the best relationship I can have, or this is a relationship and this is how this relationship can only work because of this and this and this. From that moment, you already gave up. From that moment, you already not looking for what else is possible, what else can you add to your life, and what else can you create in your relationship or this area of your life. And again, you make the relationship as the source of your creation instead of acknowledging that you are the source of your creation, that you can choose things that are even not part of this reality. And you are the one who will pull it into this reality, or in other words, you will expand this reality to include that in your life and to make it really happen. So what is the life that you desire to have, that you desire to create, that you bought into it's not possible or it's not available for you? And everything that it brings up, will you destroy and uncreate? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And when we are talking about the acoustical vibration, that's really the space of infinite possibilities. So are you willing to have more information? Are you willing to have more ease with accessing the space of infinite possibilities? So that would allow you to really create the life that is beyond this reality. Because this reality has very limited space. It has access to limited possibilities. But are you willing to pull in a totally different reality and totally different possibilities? And are you willing to have it and create it and generate it? And what if it's not just for you, but on the way you are doing it, you're creating it and being that, you inspire others and you invite others into this life, into the possibility of choosing more and creating more and expanding further. And everything that brings up that's a big job, or it's too much, or you are not allowed, you are not capable to do this, will you now destroy and uncreate all that? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So what would your life be like if you were really, really willing to go beyond the resources of this reality or the limitations of this reality? Because really, when you say, these are my resources, what I have, and from these resources, these are the things I can create, from that moment, you really just limit yourself because you are not willing to create more and you are not looking for more possibilities. So what would it take for you to receive everything that's available? What would it take for you to start to look for the possibilities and start to ask for something greater and choose beyond? And everything that brings up and everything that doesn't allow you to have more, will you now destroy and uncreate and return back to the sender beyond time and space? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So actually, what is the life that you desire to have? And if you can have something that's really beyond all the possibilities, all the expectations, all the things that you say, oh, I can't have it, it would be really a magic if I would have that. So what if you can choose anything and you can really create that, and you can really pull it into this reality, would you consider to do the steps required for that? If nothing matters, because most people says, oh, I don't have the money for that. But the first thing, you don't choose it. And when you don't choose it, the money doesn't show up for that. So that's really a big trap, that people don't choose things because they don't have the money for that. And even when they choose it, they go into that space of expecting that things will just show up. But when they have to do and move their ass for that, they just don't do it. So the second step that people goes into is that, oh, I'm pretty sure things will show up last minute. And then things doesn't show up last minute because they do nothing for that. And then they are so sad and, oh, what happened? I did the right thing. I was expecting and nothing showed up. Like we have stories like this when people were even organizing their wedding when they had no partner, no engagement, nothing. They just were alone, but they were believing the right person will show up at the right moment. And fuck, there was a big ceremony, but the partner was not there. You know, like it didn't come. Right? It's a funny situation, but it happens in real life.
Maybe it was a traffic jam, you know.
You know, they never met before. They didn't know each other. Like there was no other person. It was just, I expect the person will show up. I expect the money will show up. I expect my life will change. But hey, it requires you. It's not just about meditation. It's not just about energetically I clear my way or I clear my partner's way so my partner can find me. It's not just energetic. You really have to be present and do what else is required. Maybe you need to go and meet some people. Maybe you need to do something totally different that you usually don't do. But it's always that if you, like the first step is for people that they don't want to go out of their comfort zone, so they plan their life based on the resources they have. And then what we are talking about now is the second step, when they got over it and they said, the universe will give me in the right moment, but they are not willing to receive it, they are not willing to take it, and they are not willing to do things for that. So they just don't have it in the right moment. They have nothing showing up in the right moment. So it's not like they are too confident, but they are too unconscious to see what's required for this creation. So what else is required, or what else is possible beyond these limitations? So everywhere where you fall into these traps and then you say, fuck, consciousness doesn't work for me because either it doesn't show up, or either it's just not possible, or it never happened to me, will you now destroy and uncreate all of that? Right and wrong, good and bad, put and poke, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So everywhere where you made yourself wrong for it doesn't show up, and you made someone else wrong, or you made your awareness and your consciousness wrong, or the whole process and the tools wrong because it didn't work or it didn't show up, will you now destroy and uncreate all that? Right and wrong, good and bad, put and poke, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And are you willing to start with a clean slate, like from the blank sheet of paper, and forget about the past, and just willing to stay present with what you desire to have and what's required for that? What is the energy? What is the being you require to be? What are the actions you have to do? And just be present with that in each and every moment, instead of going into the space of la la land, when you're just dreaming about something to show up for your life. And then, of course, it doesn't show up, and then you make everyone wrong, and yourself as well. Right and wrong, good and bad, put and poke, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay.
No more la la land.
No more la la land. Okay. So really, what we see that people are going into these ideas and into these traps that sort of like catches them, and then at the end they just gave up creating their life and creating something greater that's really possible. But all it requires from you to stay present what you desire, to be in the question, what's required here? What can I be here? What can I do here? Who can I meet today? Or what else can I receive, or what else can I add to my life that will contribute to my choices, to my creations? And everything that doesn't allow you to be, know, perceive, and receive all of that with total ease and joy, will you now destroy and uncreate? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay. Cool. So do you have a question? So what does it mean for you to go beyond the limitations of this reality, or create your life beyond the limitations of this reality? And everywhere you are blank now, and it's too much, or you just created a space that you have access to now. Are you willing to receive that space where you are at the moment? Like, you know, when you go to sleep and the next morning you wake up, and for a few seconds you still remember your dream, but that subtle energy just disappears, and then you say, now I'm ready for my day. But actually, what if following the energy is the willingness to be present with even these subtle energies and these subtle moments in our life? And here is the space that is created. Are you willing to receive that space that you are in? So how does it feel for your body? What shows up for your body when you don't have to do anything with this space? Just allow this space to be, and just allow your body, each and every cells, organs, and tissues of your body, each and every molecules in your body, just allow it to be in this space. What does it do to your body, or what change can show up for your body? So if you have a comment or a question, please
Yes.
just let us know.
Hi guys.
Hello.
I have two questions.
Yeah.
I saw that, my name is Viviane. I saw that Sila is like rocking her body a bit, and I do that too. I don't want to make it significant, but I would like to know, why do we do it?
Why rocking like this?
Yeah.
Because it's comfortable.
Yeah, it's not significant at all. Thank you.
Because I thought her in the morning, rock you, baby.
And I do it.
Because I'm Rocco, I'm rocking her.
Yeah.
Can I have another question? When you talk about leaving all the past behind, why does it sound so hard?
Because you bought into that your past is who you are. That's how you define yourself. I'm nothing without my past.
Yeah, who am I without my past and without my stories?
It doesn't mean you have to hate all the things that you have done in the past, and you have to hate your past and the people in your past. It's not about that. It's really about not making it significant. Like, you still remember everything, but it's not significant. So what happened to you in the past is not the source of what you can create in the future. You are the source all the time. Like, some people have, like, everyone has stories from the past. Like, this and this happened to me, and because of that, this is who I am today, and this is why I cannot create the life I desire. Like, when I was 20 or 18 or in the school, I didn't have good grades. Therefore, I didn't have access to better universities, and therefore, I can't earn that much. Or I didn't born into a rich family, therefore, I don't have access to those possibilities. Or I never had I never seen a great relationship, therefore, I don't have a great relationship.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Because you can create anything you desire. If you don't function from the past, what happened, and if you don't create the life from the experience from the past, you can choose anything. You can create anything, really.
It's like when they say the mind can't create anything.
We don't talk about the mind. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you come out of the mind, that's come naturally. Exactly. That's what I wanted to say. The mind can't create anything. The mind is always based on reference points.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you.
Yeah, but are you willing to be the infinite being with a body? With a body?
Yes.
Without mind.
Without mind. Out of your mind. That's the thing. You just kill the mind, or you have something and scrape it and let yourself
scrape it off.
being.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I'm focusing on that.
Choose it.
Yeah. Oh, when someone says it's just a toy, I know.
You know, there is nothing easier than that, and there is nothing harder than that, because we are not willing to choose.
The greatest power we have is the choice, because we can choose all the time. I mean, we are choosing all the time anyway, but you know, if you are present with your choice and with your life.
Here is an example how people choose. They say, okay, I choose to find a great relationship, like a relationship that works for me.
Like yours.
Like someone says.
Or maybe better.
I choose a relationship that is the best or even better. And that's it. That's how much they do. That's how much they be in that choice.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And they don't do anything.
And then they make themselves wrong. Oh, I tried everything. I was choosing and nothing showed up. Oh, cool.
But you know, you have to do things as well. You have to make actions.
Because you choose
not just
that.
Waiting for.
And when you choose that, it brings up an energy. That's the matching energy in everything that you have to go for. So for example, you choose it. Okay, I choose to create $1 million.
And you are sitting back to the couch and, okay, I was choosing it. Where is it?
So now it has to show up.
Where is it now? I'm really waiting for it. I'm choosing it.
But it's not like, you sign it on a paper and give it to Santa Claus, and Santa Claus will bring it to you. But it's rather like...
Chipu Papa, right?
But it's really, you choose it, and here's the point. You choose it, and your choice has an energy.
Mm-hmm.
And then here comes that thing about the dreams, the capacity to follow a subtle energy, to keep following that precise energy of your choice. So anything in your life that shows up that has that particular energy in that, it will take you closer.
Are you reading my mind?
Ooh, maybe it has a subtle energy that I can read. So, and following the energy will give you the information about what's required next. It will tell you whether you have to do something and how you have to do something, how long you have to do it, and it keeps changing, and you keep going with that energy, and you follow that energy, and you follow everything, and you choose everything that has that energy, and the thing starts to show up for you. It starts to build up in front of your eyes. You can't tell how it will look like. You can tell at the end when you are there, when you look backwards, how you get here. But it's not something you have to copy and hand over to others. Like, hey guys, this is what I did. Now you have to do the same.
No recipes for this, because it's always different for everyone.
This is how it works for you, but next time it will not show up this way. So you have to be present with all the subtle energies of the universe that you desire to create. And that's the part.
You make it sound so simple.
That's so
I'll
cool.
practice. I'll practice and I'll let you know.
What if you don't practice, but you do it? Like, what I mean, you just not just try it, but you choose something that you really, really desire to have, and you follow that energy, that particular energy in everything in your life. You just follow that.
Yes.
And please share what you have created. Yeah, just let us know when you are there. It doesn't
I
matter
will.
how long it takes. Just please let us know and let everyone know what you have created.
I will gladly. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Really amazing question. And thank you for your comment.
So Fabio was writing, it's a comment, total allowance. What does it mean? Or what?
Is there any question or comment now in the Spanish or the Portuguese link? No.
No. Okay. Cool.
So what can we create now?
What magic can we create?
So everywhere, everywhere people bought into that without being present, you can still create your life.
Fabio, you had a question? Yes?
Keep going.
Okay.
So,
we know the sign language as well.
So everywhere where people bought into that, they really they can do the lazy way. And the lazy way means that they don't have to be present with their creation. Will you now destroy and uncreate? Everywhere you gave up creating your life, will you destroy and uncreate all that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. And oh yeah, so everywhere you bought into the techie reality, which means you are not important, but there are technology, there are things that are outside of you that you can rely on, and by using these things will create your life. So everywhere where the techie reality moved you away from being present and told you the lie that you are not the source of your life, but the source of your life is outside you. So will you now destroy and uncreate and return back to the sender? And everywhere you made it significant, will you now revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, denounce for all eternity? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. So everywhere you made a tool more important and more valuable than yourself, the being, the infinite being, will you destroy and uncreate? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. And what can your body be and what can your life be like if you choose to have total ease? And if you choose to have ease with your creations? And everything that brings up, will you destroy and uncreate? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Cool. And everywhere where...
Can I ask a question? Oh,
yes, please. Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to ask, when something very significant happened in your life, like a spiritual stuff, and you get caught up in that, how do you get out of that past that was so like important or big?
Can you please repeat it, because your voice is, I think it's a bit
cutting.
It's a little bit limited because of the connection.
Now you hear me?
Like a robot sound.
So.
Not really.
So tricky. Voy a hacer una pregunta, no se escucha bien. You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What happened when you have a mystical experience so big in your past that you get like trapped in there and you can't move forward?
A mystical experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. I think you will not like this. but actually the thing is, it can be a mystical experience, it can be abuse, it can be something sudden, something simple, something bad, something good. You are the one who makes it significant. And because you make it significant, you start to stick to it. Like you don't allow it to go away. You are the one who don't allow it to let go. And you are the only one who can let it go. You are the only one who can give up your points of view that it is significant, that it really matters as much it matters. Because, you know, when you run your bars, it allows you to let go the significance over things. So you can even ask someone to run your bars, and then you can connect to that situation. The person may help you with clearings or may not, it's not necessary. But when they touch the bars, it allows you to let go the significance. That's the electromagnetic imprint or implant that's connected to the memory. So you still will have the memory of what happened, but the memory or the experience is not significant anymore, so you are free of it. So everywhere you made it significant and you hold it in your life, or you hold it in place where you now destroy and create, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pop, online shorts, boys and beyonds. You know, whether you left your body or you died and then you reborn in the same body, or something terrible, mystical happened to you, or you think you have an awakening and then you lost it. So, or you seen something really magic that you desire to see or have again. Who told you you can't have it, and where did you buy it that it's not available for you, or you can't have it, or you can't choose it, or that was the maximum that's possible for you? Because you are the source of your creation, and once you get this, a situation or an experience will not be the source of you and the source of your creation, because that experience, that thing happened to you because you pulled it in. Somehow you were choosing to be part of it. You were choosing for that to show up. But it was you, not the situation was pulling you in. It's an important part. That situation would have happened here or there, but you were the one choosing to be part of it, choosing to pull it in. So what do you choose now? What if you can have even greater and bigger and more amazing than what you had then? What if none of these situations or none of these past experiences are the source of your life, are the source of your future? Maybe because you bought into it, that's significant, so it created who you are today. But what do you choose? What do you create for your future? It's something that you can choose today, and you don't have to use your past as the base for that. But you can choose something totally different and far greater. So it's really up to you. Okay. Cool. So,
Yes, Fabio.
yes, Fabio. And thank you for the question.
So, I would like to hear more about the body processes that are about to come in the classes in Brazil in October. And what other yumminess are we going to have?
Oh, yeah.
You just translate.
Okay.
Yeah. So in October, we will be in Brazil, in Sao Paulo. And there is the class called Your Acoustical Body. And part of this class is about what is the magic that you can create with your body, because your body has the capacity to embody the infinite being that you truly be. So if you don't like your body, here is some good news. The body was created for you, the infinite being, and it really has the capacity to change and has the capacity to recover and also to transform itself. It has the capacity to totally embody you. So it has the capacity to function from the space of infinite possibilities, which is actually the nature of the infinite being that you are. So it's a really, really amazing gift that you can have. And we have 3 processes,
special body processes,
which are a combination of body processes, but it's not just for the body, but also for the infinite being that you truly be. And since last year, because last year we had only 2 body processes for this class, and now we have a 3rd one. So these body processes are created in order to facilitate your body to move from the electrical to the acoustical, where your body was functioning from like being in always in the need of responding to things, like something happens and then the body responds a certain way. What if your body doesn't have to be in that polarity anymore? And actually your body has the capacity to function from possibilities instead of functioning from reaction. And that's the thing, that you can choose something and your body can be part of that choice, and your body can show up as your choice. So this is one part of the class, to giving more clarity and tools about, and also playing with these body processes. So you will have the possibility to receive and gift these body processes on each other. And also now we have a 3rd body process, which is about the elementals, inviting the elementals to work on your body and create
so
a different
exciting
reality.
Yeah.
And people were giving amazing feedback about this 3rd body process, that what amazing joy they have during that.
Yes, during the class as well, they are just laughing, and they feel the joy and the happiness, because it's you. That's you. That's part of your life. That's part of you.
Because the joy and the happiness is the expansion that you have as an infinite being. It's allowing you to be in that space of expansion that is your nature again. And that's when the joy shows up again. And with these body processes, people start to have the joy of life again, and just the joy of being again. It's showing up in their lives. And then what else do we have during the class? So you can use these tools, and we go through like, what is the thing that we call like miraculous healing? Because after the class, you will receive a certificate, and of course you receive the manual as well.
You will be the acoustical body process practitioner.
So, which means you can practice or give these body processes on other people, and you can really use these tools to create a change in their life and in their body. So these body processes, not just for the body, but this information you can also use in different areas of your life to create the life you desire, and also to facilitate others. So part of the class is also about how you facilitate others and yourself, because you are an infinite being and you really can facilitate yourself. So we talk a lot about what is receiving, what is creating, what is working, and how does it show up, like working and receiving with the acoustical vibration, and especially with the elementals. What else? Oh, we have...
What else? No prerequisites, actually. That's the great thing. So everyone can join who is interested.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
And also there is the topic of immortality, like is the indefinite living, like what does it mean that your body can live much, much, much longer
Then
than you expect
yeah.
or than you think.
Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. Can you ask something about the course?
Yes.
That okay, fine. Which days will be there?
It will be, I think, on the 4th, 5th, and 6th of October. Thank you, Fabio. Yeah.
In Sao Paulo.
In Sao Paulo. Yeah.
So it's a Friday,
Um,
Sunday.
Yeah,
So it's
Friday evening and Saturday, Sunday, full day.
could you send me to email from that? Because I don't know really where I can find it on website.
if you can send your email address, we can send you a response.
If you did you register to this call? We can send out the recording with all the details, with the website, with the registration link, with everything. But actually, you can contact to Fabio
or Fernanda.
Or Fernanda. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Fine. Thank you.
yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
maybe the easiest.
Yeah.
Because they can help you with all the details and even more.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And what else we have?
What else? What else is possible? Email her. Yes. Yeah. Que mais é possível?
And of course, during the class, we have lots of live facilitation, so you can bring your things. And a lot of people reports changes in their bodies. So this live facilitation can be about your body or can be about any area of your life.
And the new thing, we will give you homework every day, which you don't have to do it, but it's worth to do it because you will see instant change actually.
Yeah, because those people who are doing the homework, they started to see how the tools are working, that it really works on
visible
themselves.
Changes. They've got visible changes
after
actually.
The first evening even.
Yeah, it's so cool. And people who didn't do the homework, and when these people are telling the results, everyone is doing the homework for the next day. It's so funny.
Because, sometimes people are a little bit lazy. They don't believe
and
it's necessary.
What did you buy into homework? What does it mean for you?
Yeah, it's just an exercise for you to start to have your own, to have ease with using the tools and to see that, it works for me as well. It just works for me and I can use it in my life.
Yeah. So how does it get any better than this? Cool.
And obviously we have lots of fun during the class.
No, we don't. It's terrible. It's boring. Don't come. Yeah, it's not. No.
And maybe will we have like an evening class about money or creation?
Or relationship maybe?
We will see what brings up.
Yeah.
So what else is really possible? And what is the change that you desire to have? And what would you choose if you truly had the tools? Because this is what we would like to give you, the tools to create the life you desire. Because one thing is that just thinking, okay, I'm an infinite being. But actually, what does it mean being an infinite being in a daily life? So how do you use these tools and how you function in each and every moment of your life as an infinite being? So it's a big part of the class is about being an infinite being and functioning as an infinite being and functioning from the space of infinite possibilities every day, at day and at night. And also there is a huge and amazing topic. It's called contribution. How you can be a contribution, just yourself alone, to the world. Like how you can change things in your community or in a wider region or even in the country or even in the world, you yourself alone, without the need to become the president of the United States or become whatever that you think you have to become, or you may think that you need like 1,000 people to join you in order to create the change. What if not? What if there is an amazing tool, which is contribution, and we will talk about it, how you use it and what is that? Because as an infinite being, you really have the capacity. to change anything and to be a contribution to anything in this world? Do you choose to be part of it? And would you like to have these tools and use these tools to create a totally different future? The future that we all know is possible and available. It just requires the people to choose it and be the contribution to that. So which is that part of the future that you would like to create and change or generate? And are you willing to be that transformative, that catalyst that you truly be? Or being the fifth element that you truly be, the quintessence. And everything that brings up, if that is too much for you to be an infinite being in this lifetime, it's all good. We hope there are so many people choosing it. And you can wait for the next lifetime. I mean, I'll be there. I'll be there for you. She'll be there for us. Fabio will be there for you as well. So you can count on us. It's all good. And really, what is the magic and miracle that we can create in this life?
We are watching you, just be aware.
Yeah. So awesome. We are going to have so much fun. And
Yeah.
Please come and join the fun.
Cool. So if you have any questions, you can contact Fabio or Fernanda or Angie or Sandra or Luciana. Yeah, we have lots of amazing hosts and contributors. So yeah, grab one and ask questions.
So the class will be available in Portuguese and also in Spanish. And in English.
Yeah.
So looking forward to meeting you. So 3 languages. So you can really receive the information in many languages at the same time.
How does it get any better?
Yeah, what can this create for you?
Cool. So thank you so much. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you for organizing this.
Thank you for the translations.
Thank you.
And have a wonderful evening and see you soon.
See you soon.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you.